Hey guys, this is the Sniper here, bringing you some Team Fortress 2.
He just looks hilarious. Anyway, this is Salamancer. You're watching SalTV, competitive Team Fortress 2. And I got a game for you today, apparently on hyper speed between not Gangsta Gang Gaming. This is Gorgeous Gamers versus Blunderful, and you can see the you can just pause it here if you want to see their rosters. You can see them for yourself. But we are getting to the action already here on CP Foundry, and I might talk about the players some more later. But right now it's action-packed. We're watching through someone's cam. So of course they're sniper, and sniper versus sniper here on the mid fight is pretty important. You get a lot of good positioning on your enemies. Although at this point it looks like actually I'm really having a problem with frame rate, is what it looks like. I was going to say, but it also looks like Blunderful has done a very good job of catching mid. Seanbud, Buick, and Seabear all getting taken out, and that means that Buick on the med is going to have a severe uber disadvantage here against Blunderful's Penguin. Noko is already helping his team cap, just straight up being the aggressive, the Harry Callahan spy. Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, apparently he does, because that spy is down for now. Truck going for the kills, but actually it doesn't matter, as Shade jumped in to get that, I think that was Shade anyway. No. Who killed Penguin? Darn it, I don't even know. But that was an awesome kill there that we totally missed because I was watching Truck. This guy, by the way, is pretty darn awesome. He's helped out with the podcast that I do, fully charged, and now he will be cloaking up, sneaking around behind. Of course, it looks like it's going to be spy versus spy here in a minute as they just kind of pass each other. And now the Gorgeous Gamers are capping mid, not having any problems there. Do remember that Gorgeous Gamers have promised not to use their main classes for anything, so that's why we see Lansky, who's a main soldier, playing Scout today. We see, of course, Seabear once again on the Engineer. Truck finding a nice little spot to decloak there, but decides not to go for any of the stabs, and he is just going to die. That was kind of a weird choice to go after that mini-sentry, because, I mean, watch what happens. Bluttergub just going to land the one right down, and Blunderful playing this pretty masterfully. Tyler actually on the demo man today. That was kind of funny. Buick running the crits, but he's not going to have anybody to really use that on unless he wants to use it on Lang on the sniper, and completely boned. Blunderful just getting the flank there on them, and I mean, I guess it's fair, like maybe these guys don't know the map Foundry very well because it's not played in 6v6, but I mean, come on, it's not that hard to figure out where the flanks are. It's actually a very straightforward map, 5CP. It's almost a straight line. Lansky wants to get the kill on that demo, but he knows it's going to be tough. Right now, in fact, one of the things he's trying to do is just keep the health kit under his control so his enemies can't get it. But Frank, with his 300 health, where is that med? Right there. Frank is going to be ready to do some damage anyway. He's trying to hit. No, I don't think he's actually going to get this kill. Come on, Frank. There you go. Finally managed to do it, but that took quite a while. And Noko thinking 0-0 the entire game. I don't think that's going to happen. I think maybe somebody will score a point eventually, but Foundry does take quite a while. Lang getting the counter kill there on someone, kind of payback for the beginning of this game. And Seanbud on the heavy is completely boned here as well. He's not having a good time. Noko, meanwhile, trying to get after the med. That's not going to happen. And Truck seems to be the only spy right now who is capable of getting in behind and doing anything, but even he is having to back away. Doesn't like his positioning. And he's just using that regular spy watch. No Dead Ringer today. Dead Ringer, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of teams use that this week on Foundry, although I'm sure there are teams that do. It just depends on the spy's personal preference. As you can make Dead Ringer work just about anywhere. Dave AC coming in on the Pyro right now, and of course he does play Roaming Soldier, so he seems to want to play Roaming Pyro as well. He kind of wants to take that tack where he just goes in and attacks people, doesn't really do too much spy checking or defense of the medic, although maybe he will later on. I don't know. But no, Dave AC right now not having the easiest time of roaming Pyro. If you're roaming by yourself especially, it's just not going to work in Highlander, so we'll see what happens. Satan, though, is actually taking the defensive role very seriously, almost goes for that air shot on Lansky, but Lansky's down anyway, so he ended up burning to death here. Satan the Pyro, one of those awesome Pyros that you see here in UGC Platinum, and he's been playing for a while, as has most of Blunderful. Although nice Uber Force by Truck actually. He didn't get the kill on Penguin, but he got him very, very low on health for some reason. So that Uber was popped on Satan just to make sure Satan stayed alive as well, and he'll be back to reaping the souls here in a little bit, and tempting poor people to I don't know, eat fruit. Apparently fruit's really bad for you or something. So anyway, Blunderful is going to be holding on for. Oh, they actually are having trouble with Kritzkrieg, and very well done there by Seanbud to know exactly where that Pyro was going to show up. A good stab on Truck, and now all of a sudden, Blunderful is only 4 players up. They're having to retreat. Penguin Ninja, 1408. This is when the first Penguin Ninja actually existed, by the way, in the year 1408. Founded a monastic order of penguins. You may never have heard of them, but that's only because you haven't hacked off the Penguin Emperors yet. Because I tell you what, they will definitely send their ninjas after you if you make them mad. Anyway, right now, Gorgeous Gamer is losing almost everybody on this attack. Someone got the kill on Lang. Meanwhile, I mean, just look at the kill feed as we missed where Gorgeous Gamers went wrong there, but they definitely went wrong. Penguin Ninja now has 100% Uber, and we are going to see Blunderful try to push out and cap the point. It's a tough point to cap and hold, though. Even tougher maybe than Spire on Badlands, just because of how far you have to go and how close your enemies respawn. Noko, though, he's going to eat him. Each shot from Lansky and just die. Meanwhile, Truck, does he even need to... Yeah, okay, he is behind. He's trying to find a spot to decloak. Doesn't want to walk into that soldier. And he has just found the scout. So, goodbye, Truck. I mean, you had fun. Oh! Apparently he will take down Yusuf Toaster. That's embarrassing. Using the revolver to get that kill. And one thing that spies always say, just because you see me doesn't mean the danger is over yet. Truck making sure that is very true. Looks like he wants to go over the roof here, although I think he could potentially have just, yeah, not even bothered doing that. So he's going to try and help against the med now as well. He does manage to do that, and Dave is coming in to try and finish off some of the players here for Gorgeous Gamers. Blunderful is going to lose their sniper. They're going to lose a lot of players. Buick actually has 100% right now, and he is on the Kritzkrieg. I wonder if Tyler is going to try and find him, or if he's just going to use that on like the soldier or the heavy. Actually, using that on Sean, but would be a pretty good idea. I just realized I'm talking at like a mile a minute. That's okay though. And Shade here, of course, the medic for Leviathan Gaming, actually playing Soldier today. And he's not a terrible Soldier, I'll tell you that right now. Being an invite player, he is pretty good at this. Buick taking a hit from a revolver, but that's not going to be too big of a deal. And it looks like it will be maybe Sean Bud. Sean Bud, where are you? Oh no, they're actually popping the crits on Tyler right now. There you go. Now handing the lasers to Sean Bud. He's going to go for that long-range damage against the Soldier. Did manage to take down Frank, actually, I think. Frank is down, so the Soldier is gone. This didn't get all the kills they wanted. They didn't get the med, although that med is a little bit exposed right now. He is taking some damage, but not a heck of a lot. But players keep dying here for Blunderful. It's just that, oh, someone with a beautiful kill there. Truck could have just decloaked and taken all of his attention, but decided he didn't want to die. As a result, there goes Buick, completely out of position there, and just ate it from that sniper rifle's bullet. Very literally, it went right through his mouth. So it counts. Counts as a headshot. So right now we actually got a bit of a... Is this a back cap attempt right now by Buick? He's just trying to lead in Tyler. Tyler does take, I think, a headshot there, and actually a bullet to the back as well to finish off Buick. Does mean that Blunderful will hold on to their last just barely. It was a very good defense by them. They got to watch out for more back cap attempts, but I think they'll get their second point back, and they will. Which does mean they have another chance to push back towards their opponents. And by the way, guys, Foundry is going to take a while, so sit back and relax, because, you know, unless it's just a complete and utter roll, Foundry is a very easily defended map. Points do not come easily. And Lansky is actually standing upstairs right now, doing the typical scout thing, harassing people from long range until he finds his opening. He hasn't found one yet, but I'm sure he will eventually. Although he's actually going all the way back, maybe to find his med or something. Frank finds an engineer way behind their lines, and he's just like, where did that mini-sentry even come from? So he's going to be looking for that engineer now. And actually, the Gorgeous Gamers try to push back in. They lose Shade, they lose Truck, and I think Tyler now down as well. Plus, Squid taking the Uber. He is going to go after Buick, not quite able to get it, and actually runs out of ammo. That is not a good thing to do here when you are in the middle of an Uber for the heavy. So a little bit of poor ammo management maybe means that the med will get away. Buick is up at 76 health now, and he almost has his Uber again. I want to say maybe he has another crits. Let's find him. He's going to connect with Tyler. Does he have the crits, though, is the question. I think that might be a regular Uber at this point. So he's going to take Tyler in for a regular Uber, but they want to be able to do a lot of damage real quick here. And actually, that is a regular Uber. They're not going to be able to... Oh, they do actually kill Penguin Ninja. I thought Satan would be able to defend him properly, but apparently not. And there goes Tyler, taken down by Enryu, the demo man for Blunderful. Managed to lay those sticks down beneath his feet, detonate him right when he needed to. Seabear, meanwhile, feeling pretty good about this engagement, and yet Yusuf Toaster just takes him out. But there he goes. That is going to be Dave AC with the kill, using that shotgun to finish things off. And now Gorgeous Gamers once again have a huge advantage in the players, and yet they're not really playing like a normal 6v6 team would. you'd expect to see them pushing in right away, and instead they just all stacked the point. Not really sure why they did that, because they could have gotten in and put a lot more pressure on that last point. You know, maybe gotten a couple of spawn kills, made it easier for them to push in. And right now, that's not what they're doing. Lang fighting against someone, the sniper here, and he is taking a lot of damage. So I don't think this is going to work very well in Lang's favor. He's already feeling the pressure, feeling the heat, and that did take him down. Now, of course, it's going to be Frank against Shade out there. Shade on the Soldier. But, I mean, you know, losing Lang is not a huge deal. As long as they don't lose anybody else on the Gorgeous Gamers, they can get right back into position. Here comes the Uber now, and it will take down probably the Sentry right away. Tyler, of course, focusing that Sentry. Now he will be trying to focus some other important players, but if Enryu's still alive, it's going to be very difficult to push. Spy going for him, and actually he does get finished off. Seabear getting a kill on Frank now, and there's only 2 players left alive, but it is going to be Squid Butt. Squid Butt Whipser, actually. I don't even know what is going on there. But, oh, nice pyro play from Dave, as he did manage to air blast people off the point for the win on that round. So Gorgeous Gamers kind of doing what you would expect here against their opponents, Blunderful. Blunderful, of course, a very experienced Highlander team. They've played for a couple seasons now. A couple. I use that in the loose sense of the word, because I don't think it's just 2. And they've always done well. They haven't been like looking or bonus level, but you know, on a good day they can still put up a really good fight against them. And meanwhile, of course, Gorgeous Gamers, they're very new to Highlander. Some of them have played, you know, pubs before, but I don't think hardly any of them actually played Highlander. Seabear, I know, doesn't even know half these maps. He doesn't know any of the unlocks. He gets confused all the time. It's kind of hilarious, but he says he's having a lot of fun with it. I'll tell you that right now. The Highlander is a heck of a lot of fun. And this mid-fight here looks like it's going the way of Blunderful right now, but Tyler's still alive, Buick's still alive, and Shade is as well, and that's a lot of damage on the field. These guys will make every player count in this kind of situation, so Penguin is in a little bit of trouble here. Shade actually using the black box, didn't realize this. So he's really trying to play a very roaming style of Soldier. I think Valen actually does this too, although I haven't seen him play it. Valen definitely goes for the... you don't have an equalizer, Shade. Valen does go for that black box, and he uses it legitimately. Like, he's not trying to troll people with it. He's not trying to seem like an idiot. Lang apparently getting a kill on Yusuf Toaster back there. But, no, he really intends to make the black box work for him. He just wants to make sure that he can stay roaming for as long as possible, keep the health kits, keep his health up. And, of course, that black box will give a lot of health to Shade as he starts getting down below 200. Every time he gets a hit, I think it'll give him another 15 points. And right there, actually Buick dying, I don't even know why, but now Lang is down as well. And so a couple of key picks here for Blunderful mean that this push by Gorgeous Gamers is just not going to happen at all. Shade trying to get away. Interesting jump routes, but he is definitely going to die there. So there he goes. Yusuf Toaster spotting the pyro in a typical hiding spot, so Dave not really going to be able to get anything done. And wow, someone killing Lansky pretty hard there too. So I think Blunderful is going to have a nice easy time against the Gorgeous Gamers, at least taking mid. And you see Yusuf Toaster doing exactly what I was talking about, which is, you know, okay, well, the rest of our team's already there, so I mean, we should be pushing on to this second point and trying to gain as much ground as possible, which they have done. Satan doing some rocket deflects, and it didn't matter because Yusuf Toaster decided to die anyway. Lang actually getting a bunch of snipes right now. He is on a spree, and he's going to go for even more, although I think he's going to have to back up for a little while. Wants to get overhealed because he's going to be having a sniper battle in a minute, I think. Once you give away your position as a sniper, that other sniper is going to be looking to get the drop on you, and so Lang knows that. He wants to get an overheal, doesn't want to take too much damage here. He really doesn't want to lose the enemy sniper. And a nice headshot there on Enryu. I thought that would have been fully charged, but apparently it was not. So Lang not quite able to hit it. Noko apparently disliking all the crazy shots Lang is hitting. Don't know why that is. Although, you know, I do get kind of frustrated when I'm playing against a really good sniper as well. And Lang is a really good sniper. Using that SMG still, so deciding against the Girardi. Doesn't really want to have to deal with trying to get into melee range, although he does get taken out. Blunderful have not lost any players yet. Frank shutting down this Uber, actually, along with Satan, juggling people up in the air, and still not losing anyone except Noko. So this push by Blunderful actually looking really good, and you know, they could tie this game up really quickly, holding their own against all these star invite players from the 6v6 scene. In fact, doing really well. So yeah, here they go. Big aggression into the last point right now. 3 seconds until a lot of people do respawn, but Seabear taken down, as is his sentry, and this sniper is not long for this world. Lang is dead. There is nothing that the Gorgeous Gamers can do about that. So a very good round for Blunderful. Taking it pretty quickly. Maybe I was wrong about the length of this game. Maybe it'll be a little bit shorter. I doubt it, though. It's Foundry. It's going to take a while. Frank using the regular whip rollout, which is a pretty common thing to do. You want to try and get a couple of players there as fast as possible, especially the sniper. You notice he's trying to whip that sniper as much as possible. The med will actually, if you whip him too much, he'll get there faster than the heavy, and then it's just kind of pointless. But if you can whip that sniper out there, every little advantage your sniper gets, especially on this map, really, really helps. Frank trying to guard the flank over here right now. He did spot the scout, but I don't know where that scout went. Neither does he. And now, of course, he's gotten a little bit too overextended, kind of hiding behind the crates, so he did... Oh! Get reflected by Dave is what happened. Dave with a very nice kill, and Blunderful still able to muscle their way into this point right now, but they are going to start feeling the player disadvantage that they have pretty soon, unless they can get a lot of kills, and right now that is not happening. In fact, it's just the opposite. Someone going to look for some kills here in retreat, but he really should be retreating. Either that or trying to get the med kill, and he's not able to get that med pop or kill. He sees him, oh, but he only gets Shade, and Shade, of course, not the medic in this game, so there goes someone not able to make anything happen. That does mean the Gorgeous Gamers will have that Uber advantage, but again, they're not really being aggressive with it. They're just kind of keeping everybody balled up on these points, which is a weird, it's really weird. You know, when you consider that these guys have played 6v6, so they ought to know. How is that a backstab? That is such BS. Anyway, I'm sure Lang is really happy about it. It wouldn't have mattered. Lang was going to die anyway, probably just to a poke. But that really shouldn't have been. Okay, what I was talking about. Really, the 6v6 players, they ought to know how to push and, like, you know, to only leave one person capping mid and to push on to second. They should know that, and they're not doing it, so it's really confusing to me. You know, I do think they're not taking it all that seriously, but here you go. This is kind of what you want to see, where they're already in on that last point. They've got Tyler in here dealing damage, and look at how expertly he uses that that staircase as well. You know, ducking down beneath it because everybody's sitting on the point, so he's just barely able to use it as cover. Kept him alive for a lot longer than he should have been, and Seabear with the wrangled sentry, helping his team win that round. So that's looking pretty good there for the Gorgeous Gamers. Of course, they have been called that. I think. Oh, what's happened to Lansky here? Apparently, he did go AFK. Who knows? No, that's. I think they got called that because originally Shade on his YouTube channel. Shade's YouTube channel is pretty awesome, by the way. Was called, you know, the Gorgeous Gamers. It was him and Clockwork and the rest of Leviathan Gaming. And it wasn't last season, maybe the season before, but they definitely played a lot of. Did a lot of YouTube videos and called themselves the Gorgeous Gamers. I mean, they're pretty good-looking guys, not gonna lie. I have met most of them at LANs. And Lang deciding he's going to go for that sentry instead of enemy sniper. So he is now pinned down by that sniper. Someone actually overhealed to 185. So there's no way Lang is going to win that fight right now. And someone does take down Buick. So there goes a med pick. Blunderful trying to get their way back into this game once again. But they only got a med pick. They are going to have the Uber, and they can push back. But, man, even in this situation, they're starting to lose more and more players. They really don't want to push now because they've lost so many. Especially their heavy, their demo, and their soldier were all down at that point. So, I mean, what are you going to push with? You know, Uber the sniper in, I guess, and see if he can do anything. Not really, though. Those Uber snipers, typically they don't work very well. Now, on the other hand, if you've ever tried to Uber a sniper in a pub, you know it's pretty fun. And I do want to see your comments about that. You know, the best weird Uber you've ever had, because I know I've Ubered, like, I've legitimately Ubered a spy on Dust Bowl just to take down like a sentry nest. He just walks right in there and lays down sappers on everything and shoots people and stabs engineers occasionally when he feels like it. That works really well, you know, in certain situations. So I'm not saying it can't happen. I want to hear the stories. And it does look like Truck. No, he did not manage to get away from that Girardi, so that is going to take him down. Someone got kind of a lucky bump there into Truck and found him. And now Dave, oh no, Dave grabbing some heals, but it is going to be a little bit too late here as the sniper takes down his med Buick once again. And, you know, I don't remember what Buick played. I wish I did, but Buick, of course, a very popular guy, a name that people like to drop in competitive TF2 circles, and I don't know the guy. Maybe he was just before my time, but he is back playing some Highlander now just to have some fun. And Blunderful take back the point, so they were able to use their good positioning there and finally, I think, use that Uber. I didn't even catch it. But they managed to capture the midpoint now. Tyler's still in, though, and he's still trying to keep his team on an aggressive footing. It's just that... oh, Seaber actually has some crits on his... where is he? I want to watch this. Because Seaber's got the crits on his Frontier Justice right now. We can't tell how many he has, sadly. I wish there were kind of a counter to show us that. But I really want to see him get like an awesome flank on someone and just completely wreck people with these crits. Come on, Seabear. Everybody's pulling for you right now, man. You can do this. You can do this. And Blunderful, they're not going to be happy with you if you make this happen. Come on. Oh, he spots the... Oh, are you joking? Come on, man. You got to use the crits on that stuff. You can't let that spy get in after your met. I get, you know, on our screen, of course, it was obvious he was a spy, but I guess on his screen, he looked like a blue player. So, okay, fair enough, Seabear, fair enough. You watched your medic die, but you didn't know it was coming, I guess. But now you're dead. Dave going for the kill on Yusuf Toaster. He's got the shotgun out, and Yusuf Toaster is on fire, so at the very least will die. Actually, to the mini-sentry. Seabear kind of getting revenge there. But this round is not going in the way of Gorgeous Gamers right now. They've gotten the med pick, but they are down by so many players right now that they are really in trouble here. And Sean Bud wants to get aggressive with Buick, I guess. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're actually pushing out to mid right now. That is just such a bad idea. And I do hear a spy around here, so take a third-person view real quick, and we'll see if he decides to sneak up on Buick again. So far, not happening. Yeah, I don't even see Noko right now. So Noko doing a very good job of hiding, not just from the blue team, but from us as well, I guess. But Buick's got the Uber, so at this point now... Oh, there's Noko. Goodbye, sir. We hardly knew ye. No, here comes the crits, actually. Once again, they are going to use that crits Krieg, but oh my god, he got taken down so fast there. Sniper managed to deal a lot of damage. This is just not going well for the Gorgeous Gamers right now. You know, at least they still have their looks, but... Truck deciding to lay down sappers once again, and I mean, using that sapper, I really don't know if that's a useful thing against mini-sentries most of the time, because it's just going to give away your position. Yeah, sure, you take down the mini-sentry, and the engineer's down, so you're not going to see any more of them. I guess that's useful, but it's such a low-value target, and you know, when you could go for stabs... Oh, nice shot there, Tayo. It was beautiful. When you could go for stabs, I don't see the point, but I don't play a lot of Spy either, so maybe I'm just a complete idiot. Shade, though, is going to be trying to play the roaming soldier, I think, although he's actually taking a lot of heals at this point. And it sounds like there is an Uber, or was an Uber. It is just finished off, and actually Buick even gets a kill. I wish I had found that one on camera, but I'm not going to go back and try to find it now. Lansky and Dave trying to finish off Frank there, and they do manage to do it. Meanwhile, this Heavy is in some trouble. He does get taken out by Truck with that revolver, and Buick is still alive, 150 health on that med. Only thing that's going to be able to take him down now, I want to say, is Noko. Where is Noko? He is way back at his own spawn, so that's not going to happen. I guess it'll have to be someone. Buick very close to an Uber right now, but someone does spot Lansky. Actually, maybe a little... Oh, he's Buick. He wants to get that kill. Not able to hit that headshot. He's going to try and find him again, though. And did he hit him? No. And now, of course, Shade jumps in and gets that kill. Way to go there, bud. Apparently, Noko is really happy about playing Highlander. Come on, dude. You're the one who's played it for a lot longer than these guys. Here comes an Uber right now. A regular Uber, so somehow Buick managed to switch. I guess he did die after that crit, so that makes sense. But that Uber didn't do a heck of a lot other than cement the Gorgeous Gamers' position inside their opponent's garage. Is this the garage, I guess we're calling it? I don't even know. It doesn't really look like a garage so much. I mean, it's got like maybe a door here that you could... What's back here? Yeah, it could be a garage. But it looks more like a combination garage, warehouse, and farm thing. I have no clue what that's supposed to be. Sean Bud and Buick way too far forward right now. They're probably going to lose their med to this Uber, although actually they managed to get away somehow. Buick almost at an Uber again. Did he get an Uber saw hit there? I wish I knew. But Truck's going to be deep cloaking, maybe a little bit too close. Oh no, okay, there you go. I think the demo man did spot him, but it doesn't even matter as the Uber on Truck just as I talk about spy Ubers. Yes! I love it. Truck taking a lot of that Uber actually, but he did do a lot of damage. And now is cloaked up behind enemy lines again. So this guy, survivability is very high even though he's not using the Dead Ringer. You like to see that, although now he is in trouble. I think somebody spotted him. And no, he's still just using that revolver. This is ridiculous. There you go. Finally somebody takes out Truck. Don't know why he got away with as much as he did against Blunderful. Blunderful's a good team, so that was kind of ridiculous. Shade wants to deal some more damage, or at least get out of here. He doesn't like the position he's in now because that is a very spammable, you know, death trap. Trying to walk in through that choke point. That hallway sucks. I'm going to tell you right now, it sucks. A lot more than trying to push in through here does. Although you got your own problems pushing in through here, which is that you can't see the enemy team, but they can see you. That the big train car right here is such a baffle to the push, I guess, if you want to call it that. Blunderful doing a counter Uber here, and oh, Lang with a nice kill, but he is under some pressure himself. 17 health left. I think Yusuf Toaster, if he'd realized that, may have gone for the kill, but didn't realize just how hurt that sniper was. Plus, he wants to be really careful here. Truck gets a nice stab on Penguin. First step I've actually seen or heard him get all game, although I'm sure he's gotten more. I don't want to make fun of the guy too much. And somehow the scout did get away from that. Yusuf Toaster will drop back, grab a health kit, and be ready to go pretty soon. But Blunderful still able to hold on to their second point. It's just that pushing right now with an uber disadvantage is going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible. They lose Frank, and now Lansky's getting on their heavy as well. Nice kill by our main soldier, who has been on some pretty awesome teams before. Last season it was classic mix-up. This season, what is he? All right, bash it to death. Oh yeah. Now Lansky's been a pocket soldier for a long time and knows how to play that pretty darn well. Lansky, I'm sorry, Lang going for the kill on Yusuf Toaster, but I mean that was a very low probability kill that he was trying to get. You know, when you get a scout or soldier or whatever on you as a sniper that close, you're really not going to survive very long unless you're just the world's greatest, I guess. And Lang, yeah, you're pretty good. But are you the world's greatest SMG superstar? I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Of course, he probably will claim to be on his next stream. He'll just be like, "Shut up, Sal, I'm the greatest." He'll probably spend his entire stream just like SMGing people to death in pubs. A nice Uber, actually a little bit of a weird Uber, as they're not going to be able to stop this point. And now Enryu is trying to get into last and just see if he can stop this Uber from being too successful. He does lay a bunch of sticks down beneath Sean Bud, so Sean Bud will die pretty quickly there after taking that much damage. But Enryu is not able to get Buick. And so that means the medics are going to be about even on Uber unless Penguin dies to something. And that spy is not going to be that something. Truck eating a rocket after getting covered in piss. So he's going to have to respawn here and try again later. Someone looking for... So I'm interested to see what the sniper does on last, actually, on Foundry, because there's a couple decent places you can go, but right now someone just decided to stay on the floor. And there you go. He will try to get upstairs now. Covering this long hallway here as a sniper is something that you usually have to do. Lansky getting stabbed somehow. So this, I mean, it's tough to push into Foundry. There's a lot of opportunities for the defenders to try to slow you down or even poke out a little bit into you and deal damage to your med, force a pop before you're ready. I do think they want to try and pop the Uber in from the top side, but they're going to have to be really careful about all the spam coming in and the sniper. That sniper, I guarantee you, is going to be looking this way again. Throwing Girardi up there. And yeah, he will try to stop this Uber from coming in. A lot of spam coming in there too, so I don't know if that Uber is really going to be good coming in from that direction. Nice kill by someone on Lang. I didn't even see Lang there, but apparently this guy did. I don't know how he did it, but he did. And this, how long is left in this half? Oh yeah, only like 3 minutes. Okay, so my sense of time is not completely dead. It's definitely winding down here, and someone definitely knows it's a spy. There is no way that is not a spy. Truck is in trouble, on fire, and he dies. So goodbye, Truck. And what is the deal with this quote by Puff? I have no clue what's going on. Alright, whatever. We got binds from Sean Bud, but makes sense. Sounds like Sean Bud. Yusuf Toaster down, Noko down, and that's actually going to be the signal to push. Blunderful's lost 2 players here. Not vital players for defense, the scout and the spy, but they're still pretty important, and so it's going to be 7 on 9. And actually, no, apparently Gorgeous Gamer's still not pushing it. I don't know why that is, but there you go. They are going to send in Shade now with the big soldier dive bombs. Sean Bud deciding, nah, I'll just stay here. And Enryu, I don't know what the deal was there, but I think he may have had some lag issues because he just completely stood still so Sean Bud could take him out. That actually might be a really, really big benefit here. Oh, Buick, you tried. And he actually got a kill on the sniper, but not able to finish things off. Someone's going to, I'm sorry, Sean Bud is going to die. That's not someone, it's Sean Bud. And it seems like only Penguin's left alive, so Truck just needs to start capping and maybe take down that sentry with his revolver. Whatever, no big deal. And actually evading too, so he does manage to stay away from his opponents for now. 17 health left, but he's going to try and go for the spy cap. Maybe not quite going to work there, but he does clear the way for the scout, and that means we are at the halftime, I think, 3-1, unless they decided to make it 4 points to half. I guess they did. It is only a minute left, though, so I mean, that's pretty much halftime. We're at dead time. We could probably just speed it up a little bit. So we'll get Tyler out to the mid-fight. He'll lay down the sticks, try to do some damage. And we've got 47 seconds left here, so soldier bombing in. Nice little shot there by Tyler. Yeah, so he does have the skills on the demo man to pay at least a few of his bills. He might miss 1 or 2 bills, though. You know, it's those bills that are like they're not the monthly ones. They're the ones that you get, like maybe you had to go see the doctor and you just totally forget about it. At least I know I've done that. Maybe I'm just an awful person. Tyler taken down, though, and there's like 20 seconds left to go here, so pretty much we are getting to that point where nothing matters at all. Shade looking for one last kill here before the half, and we're going to get very, very close. 10 seconds left. Can he do it? Can he get the kill, or will he be taken out by the mini-sentry? Shade, I want you to get this med pick so bad. I want you to do it. No, the med got away. Oh, Shade, you tried, but 1 second left, and there we go. We're going to the half. Second half starting right now, and we do have Blunderful in the red at this point with Gorgeous Gamers in the blue. Wait, weren't they already? Did they change colors? I don't know if they changed colors. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a symmetrical map. But a lot of players dying for the Gorgeous Gamers. And right now I think the score is 3-1, but Yusuf Toaster with some big kills right now. He's going on a streak. Has gotten quite a lot of damage done. And is thinking about continuing that streak. There you go, taking out Seabear as well. He even gets some damage in on Lang. So this guy already top of his class. 4 points, and he's on to the next point. He's going to be careful about his opposing scout, though. Lansky was on top of the crate, and there was a lot of players there who are now defending second. So Yusuf Toaster knows when aggression is not going to pay off. Although right now he's actually able to sneak in on the flank. That is pretty ridiculous, as the rest of Gorgeous Gamers are now going to have to deal with the threat of a scout flank from behind. But apparently Lansky and Dave able to get a lot of kills. Dave with the mailbox kill. Somebody's got mail. This is the funniest bind ever. The most original one, too. If you've got a bind that says you've got mail after you kill somebody with the mailbox, I mean, pretty much, you're like the most creative individual on the face of the planet. Nobody's ever thought of that before, so congratulations. So that was finally going to be Yusuf Toaster, I think, taken down. But man, did he ever go on a spree. Now Lansky, of course, going to twitch shoot someone. But you kind of expect that out of an invite player, and then, of course, just decides to run in and die. Clearing the rest of the way for his team here to pop the Uber in. And Lang's actually going to take some of this Uber, so remember what I said about sniper Ubers? Totally legit. I mean, you got to make sure your sniper stays alive. Sometimes you just flash anybody who's coming through the choke. That's really the point, right? It's not like I want the sniper to do damage, so I'm going to Uber him. It's I need the sniper to get through this choke point, so I'm going to Uber him. Just for a little bit, to make sure he doesn't die as he comes through. Truck getting a nice kill on Penguin Ninja. Blunderful still trying to hold on to mid, and they should be able to do that. I mean, it's Sean Budd just connected with Buick now, and actually Blunderful had a lot more players up, so they are going to go for the attack, or at least for holding on to this garage farm barn thing for a while. Someone wants to get this kill on someone. It's funny, get it? I didn't even mean to make that pun, but is it a pun? I don't think it counts as a pun. I think it legitimately just counts as me being stupid. Someone set himself up for at least a kill, though. It's just that it's going to be tough now that they kind of know where he is. They know to watch out for the sniper. We'll see where Buick decides to hang out. Where is he? Where's that guy? He is behind the pillar of the train car, so there's no way he's going to get sniped right now. On the other hand, his sniper will get sniped just fine. And Noko's actually found his way behind enemy lines, again, using the Enthusiast's Timepiece, which is just a reskin of that regular invisibility watch. We're seeing a lot of that today. We have not seen Deadringer at all. I mean, maybe there's just like a gentleman's agreement here for both teams saying, no Deadringer, guys. It's super annoying. But what I really would have expected was more of an agreement against the Wrangler, because I know how much Seabear hates that. But apparently Wrangler's loud, so I don't know. I would have figured Deadringer would have been used more often, but maybe it's just these teams don't expect it to work very well because of the sound it makes. I have no clue. Seabear did lose his sentry, but that does mean he's now got some crits that he can use eventually. Anyway, meanwhile, Blunderful is pushing into the second point, using an Uber quite nicely to take a lot of ground, and they get right on top of Buick, who is way out of position there. They do lose their own med as a result, but I gotta say, it seems like a pretty good kill. And yep, there goes that Wrangler. Seabear starting to enjoy it, I think. So he's not even going to use the crits. He's just going to decide, long-range Wrangler. It's all he needs. It's all he needs. I think he did talk about that briefly during the podcast, but I don't remember. Blunderful still holding mid, with Gorgeous Gamers looking like they want to push out if they can. And I think they're going to be able to muscle their way into this garage. Tough part after that is, of course, holding it and getting on the mid, but who knows? Maybe they'll actually be able to get a couple of picks. The picks are what's important right now. It's going to be a very slow game until one team gets 2 or 3 kills more than their opponents, and then all of a sudden things get quite fast. Yusuf Toaster killing Truck, and Buick's down. So Blunderful, they're going to try to make a push now, probably, with the enemy med down. But Tyler prepared for that, and suddenly Shade and Dave getting some kills as well, so things are not looking too great for Blunderful's push here. They didn't even have an Uber yet, so it's interesting that they lost that many players who were just trying to get aggressive. I mean, they got to know that Demo is still alive. They got to know the Soldier and the Pyro were still alive. That's a tough thing to push into, even in the best of times. So the Gorgeous Gamers have their position right back. No real loss there, as the rest of Blunderful is going to be busy respawning and repositioning to try attacking again. Pluttergub, is that a... That's not one of those ponies, is it, from My Little Ponies? I don't think that's the name of a pony. I have no clue. Never watched it. And Lansky not liking the Pyro. Satan is apparently making his presence known here on the field. And Satan there getting the kill on Seabear as well, with Pluttergub trying to finish off the rest of Seabear's buildings. Breaking your toys, Seabear. I'm sure you're very sad about that. But Gorgeous Gamers, now they're back up to their last point, with Shade actually going to get taken out here by the Scout, or by himself, either way. Yusuf Toaster does die as well. But Blunderful's actually getting a lot of nice kills here. And then, of course, losing Squid, and I think, well, no, they didn't lose Penguin. Buick died. Okay, someone got the kill on Buick. A body shot, of course. But you know what? Body shots work. Anybody who complains about them is probably just complaining because they die a lot. And Lang getting a nice headshot on that Pyro there to try and keep Satan out for now, but you know, I don't think it's going to work very well. Satan actually was overhealed, and is overhealed again. So Blunderful could make a good go of pushing this. They've got an Uber almost ready now. I think it's going to be a regular Uber. I haven't seen them actually using crits yet. And this Scout's going to try and pop it early, but no, Lansky taking down the stickies, actually. Pretty good prediction. That's tough to do sometimes as a demo man, predicting where that Scout's going to go. But he's going to start laying down sticks on the point, I would think, although actually going for the heavy kill. Besides, the sticks on the point aren't really what they need just yet. And Buick is staying alive for now, 70 health left and 70% Uber. Can he get the Uber up in time to save the point? Or will Blunderful actually push in here, try to get the game a lot closer to tied? I think they're going to get pretty close to it, but the med needs to whip out the needles. Doesn't actually matter. Somebody snuck in there. I think that was a spy cap at the end to capture the base. Noko, yes, and his friendly Scout, Yusuf Toaster, finished that off. So now it's 2-3, and the Gorgeous Gamers are starting to see their opponents claw their way back into this game. So once again, the Inviters may not have a great time this game. Might not be able to do it. I will say one thing. I'm hoping we don't go into overtime, because Foundry overtime is it's still overtime. I mean, overtime is cool sometimes, but oh my gosh, Foundry. Anyway, very slow game. Buick once again running the crits. Truck taken down by Satan though. And now that Shade's gone as well, with no picks in return. Oh, man. Yeah, I was going to say, I really think that Blunderful have won this mid-fight. The Gorgeous Gamers need to get out of there, because they're losing so many players now. Satan actually having connection problems of his own. This server seems to be booting people or something, because so many people are just dying to that, especially on the Blunderful side. Kind of interesting, actually, that it seems to be affecting one team more than the other. Maybe that's the Gorgeous Gamers' secret weapon. I mean, obviously they're taking this very, very seriously, because they're not playing their main classes. So they have to be hacking and DDoSing, right? No? Okay. Maybe I'm just a conspiracy nut. Speaking of which, I tried reading a bunch of stuff today on Slender Man, and I'm just like, okay, I guess you had to be there. Because I tell you what, the Know Your Meme site just really does not do it any justice at all. I've never actually played any sort of Slender Man stuff or watched any of the series, and you know, I've heard they're pretty decently good. You know, they're good little fun conspiracies to think about. Oh man, GG losing a lot of players there, so this might actually go Blunderful's way here again. They are losing a couple players of their own, and they do have to deal with a Wrangled Mini-Century plus Tyler. It's not an easy thing to deal with. There goes actually a whole bunch of players. Good focus fire here on the right-hand side by these invite players. That's one thing they're very good at. It's you know, of course, adapting to these situations is going to really going to favor the invite players, because they know how to communicate very efficiently. I've heard, you know, if you've ever heard any of the invite players stream, Pure, Sean Bud, Lang, Sizer and Banny streaming, Tyler, anybody, Tyrone especially, like, you listen to their streams and listen to when they're actually playing in scrims and stuff, and their comms are just outstanding. You know, they're always efficient, they're always very, very concise, and they're useful. So it's like, look guys, we have a we have a problem over on this side of the map. Let's get a couple people over there. Except they say it in like 2 words because they're not as, you know, as much of windbags as I am. And all of a sudden, there's like 5 people shooting 1 person, which is exactly how you want to do it. That's going to play in their favor very much. Buick, though, in some trouble. And at that point, looks like he pretty much was just going to die, and there was nothing he could do about it. So, Blunderful still looking very, very well coordinated in the face of their opponents, who may, you know, individually may have good skill, but collectively still maybe lagging behind these, you know, highly strategic Highlander teams who have been there for a long time. And Seabear, you know, you might want to take out a different weapon because you can't wrangle a non-existent sentry. That's it's one of the maxims of playing engineer. Non-existent sentries are not wrangleable. So the Gorgeous Gamers are back up to their last point again, but they're actually defending pretty well here. Someone got backstabbed. That's going to be pretty important there. Yusuf Tosha does get 1 kill, but it's not going to matter too much as everybody pretty much from Blunderful who's alive right now is a respawner. There is no teleporter to help them out, so they are going to lose that second point unless Enryu can do something absolutely crazy here. And at this point, that crazy thing might just be dying to a heavy. Oh no, okay, there you go. Noko getting a nice stab on Sean Bud. So Sean Bud got maybe just a little bit too much tunnel vision or didn't have enough defense. Dave getting taken down by Enryu. So, you know, good fadeaway kills here as they lose the second point. But Blunderful, I mean, they did lose the second point. And Buick actually has his Uber ready to go now. It is a regular Uber. They're pushing through the left-hand side with it. They don't want to have to pop this in the garage, but I think they will have to. Just getting Tyler and Shade up in their enemies' faces and actually trying to Uber the scout as well. Landscape, of course, a very good scout, so keeping him on top of the enemy team, keeping him healthy is going to be very important. Shade is like trying to keep the med defended, but that is not going to happen very easily. Blunderful losing a lot of players, though, and despite the fact that they did get Buick and Penguin's going to have Uber, Blunderful's going to lose mid. So they'll have a bunch of respawners. They'll be able to hold this very effectively with the Uber. But listen, you can hear the med. He really wants to like push forward, I think, and actually go try to contest mid. That is not a great idea. And this heavy was just like, no, sir, we are not doing that. They are going to try and sneak into this right-hand side, though. And there you go. The Uber does come back in now. Dave gets killed. Buick gets killed. Very nice stabs by Noko. Sadly, we missed that spree there. But the Uber is in, and Sean Bud's already way back. He's still probably going to die. I'll tell you, pulling out the gloves of running urgently when you're running away. It's usually a death sentence, but apparently no. Sean Bud made it happen. And oh no, he actually ran the other way. Looks like if they can stop this cap, there you go. It is going to be Batcap City right now. As Sean Bud, he might want to think about. I don't even know. He's just going to go for last. He is going to have to deal with a couple players though, and he is taking mini crits right now, so he will get taken out. Noko doing some good kills, but I mean, Foundry, Batcap City apparently. That's what just happened right there. That actually saved the middle point very effectively for Gorgeous Gamers, so they have another shot to continue their momentum forward when I thought they were just going to lose everything there and get pushed back to their last again. So Blunderful is kind of feeling a little silly about that blunder that they just had. Oh man, Salamancer, you really ought to be doing stand-up comedy. You are just hilarious. But the Gorgeous Gamers now are going to try and push once again. They've gotten a couple kills, including the enemy med, so they can, as it's called, play the heals. You know, as long as they keep their med alive and just chip away at their enemies and don't die, they will play a very effective game up until their enemy brings the med back up again. But Lansky gets taken out by that sniper. Truck once again doing his job, taking down this. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they had an Uber there. I thought Tyler was just walking into a heavy for no reason. But wow, that heavy takes forever to kill. Oh my gosh. Anyway, heavy is dead, but now Tyler is too. And Shade's taking some damage over on this side from Yusuf Toaster, who actually does not get the kill this time, although that spy really wants to finish him off. And he will. Definitely will. Satan's going to go try to take down Dave, and Dave will die. So Blunderful losing a lot of players, though, and I think that I was going to say mix-up. The Gorgeous Gamers, I mean, they've got Lansky in on last right now. They actually could take the points. No, Blunderful's getting too many respawns now, and they've got an Uber, so no, they cannot. Lansky, I think he's still back here, though. How did someone not see him there? You're kidding me. All right, well, that worked pretty well for him, as he did get the sniper kill, and now we'll be able to... No! Not get away. Yusuf Toaster found him, knocked him out. I'm reading the chat right now. Apparently, Seabear put his teleporter in the wrong direction. So he teleported everybody to their own last point. and Tyler ended up taking it. That's pretty hilarious, not going to lie. It's going to take him a while to get back in position, but they'll be there pretty soon and have another opportunity to push. Meanwhile, Noko is going to decloak right here, not despawn. Although he may end up despawning if he's not careful. Yep, there you go. So he will despawn. But he was trying to decloak behind enemy lines, and now, of course, Truck is, what's he going to do here? Well, he wanted to get in, and actually he just took some Uber. That's a pretty effective thing to do. But no, he wanted to get in and maybe sap that sentry, and then instead just walk straight into the enemy. Dave going for the mailbox kill, not going to be able to get it. Instead, we'll just continue with the shotgun and then eat a meat shot to the face. Buick, come on, man, pull out the Uber saw, go huge! No, he's decided he just wants to get out of here through the high ground and then meet up with Seabear. So Buick and Seabear, the wonder duo, trying to just escape there as Buick wants to maintain a little bit of Uber advantage if he can. Seabear is still holding this interior area very effectively. I'm not entirely sure why. So, you know, finally the heavy, of course, does push out and take him out of there, but Blunderful still stuck firmly on their last point like a suction cup on a window that you just can't pry off. That is exactly what they feel like right now. Very difficult to get out to that second point when their enemy holds it so effectively. And so the gorgeous gamers are going to have another gorgeous attempt here to push into last as soon as they get the Uber ready to go. Losing Shade and Dave, though, they may not want to push right away. They're going to have to wait for those two to respawn. So at this point, they're actually going to have to get in a defensive position. And they are sitting pretty far back. So that's kind of smart. Noko, finally we do see Deadringer activated. And the Uber comes in, but no, not going to happen, Noko, sorry. This Uber's not really going to get anything done at all. They weren't able to take down the Sentry. The Sentry's probably wrangled at this point because Blunderful, no. They're in for the long haul. Oh, are you joking? Satan with a reflect kill on Shade. We saw that happen. And Sean Bud deciding, okay, well, you know, here, have a sandwich back there, I guess. Yeah, Stop looking through windows. I love it. Gorgeous Gamers, that push failed very, very hard. But, I mean, it's tough to make a push succeed on this map. You know, when you're in this position, you own 4 points. You're trying to push into that last one. Whether you're in a pub or Highlander or even 6v6, this map is very, very much favored to the defenders. And Noko's still using that Deadringer, probably the Spycicle as well, as he did not really get lit on fire there. Where is Noko? Noko? Oh, he did die. Darn it! I try that every so often. But incoming Uber from Blunderful, I think they've finally gotten tired of sitting on their last point. They want to try and push out and get... But you saw what they were doing was they were actually Ubering a scout for quite a bit of that, which is not going to be very effective use of the Uber in that situation. And now Blunderful losing so many players. They're down 4, including their med. Truck wants to start getting in on last here and do some damage, but the Sentry is still up. That Sentry is going to be such a problem. As is the Engineer still alive? I don't know. Truck going in for the sap now, and there you go. That is a beautiful sap that Truck did. That's all he needed to do because it clears the way for his team to get in, deal a ton of damage, and get on the point. They are starting to cap it now, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on Blunderful. I don't think they're going to be able to get on here in time. They do have a med, but in comes a buff banner at the very end of the round there. Not really that useful, but hey, I like seeing it nonetheless, and nobody apparently died from Gorgeous Gamers in that push, except for Truck who had just respawned. So, things looking pretty good now. It is going to be 4-2. See how long this game takes to finish up. But the Gorgeous Gamers will be pushing towards mid. Tyler deciding to get stuck on a wall there. Apparently Demo Man not his best class, as we all know. Of course, he plays Soldier like a beast. But he also knows positioning, and so he's very easily able to position himself behind cover, not take a lot of damage. Oh! Until finally Enryu finds him with a pill. He will get turned into a shower of gibs there. Music Toaster trying to chase down a couple players here. Oh, for some reason I thought that guy was using Bonk, but no, Lansky will get taken out by the Luger Morph. And Satan, meanwhile, killed by, was that a revolver? Yeah, Truck getting... I can't find a stable player who will stay alive. Frank, help me out, man. We can at least stay on your camera for a little while. Frank, by the way, lives in Houston. Cool guy. Met him in real life. He's awesome. Blunderful capping mid once again. They're going to have to be careful about the spam that's coming in right now, as Tyler is really muscling his way in here with help from his med and heavy. But there you go, the capture goes to Blunderful. And so they're still in the game. Oh, that's my console. There we go. There's 10.5 minutes left, so they have to cap at least 3 points. No, 2, I'm sorry. Just 2 points to tie it up. It's not impossible, but when you consider there's only been 1 point pretty much every 9 or 10 minutes so far, they're going to need to put together some pushes that we have not seen yet. You know, pull out all the stops here. Noko getting a nice kill on Sean Bud, so that's a good start. But they need to start capitalizing on more of their opponents' mistakes. They need to see their opponents' mistakes and see where their opponents are out of position. Get a little bit more aggressive, because if they're not, they're going to lose this game just by running out of time. Dave just having some fun, doing some reflecting through this choke point, because there's so much spam board doing choke point like all the time. You're guaranteed to be able to reflect something. Lang getting a nice headshot. I'm trying to find a spy, but apparently we can just watch the Lang cam for a little bit. They know he's there, so he shouldn't. Oh, you're joking. Right as I'm about to say, they shouldn't lose anybody to this. And Lang actually using the Tribalman's Shiv. Seems like a noob weapon, but it is kind of useful when your enemy has that dead ringer. It does that bleed damage for a little while, so you can actually see which way they're coming in. The Uber coming in right now from Blunderful not really being that effective, and Enryu taken down. In fact, a lot of players now from Blunderful taken down. We see Penguin Ninja trying to retreat here with his scout. He might even be a little out of position, as somebody could chase him down and get the kill. Looks like it is going to be Tyler going for that kill. No, Tyler does get taken out though by Yusuf Toaster. Now there is Lansky, but Lansky not going to be able to get it either. He's killed by Pluttergub and the shotgun, which if you want a free band name, there you go. Pluttergub and his shotgun is, I don't think it's taken yet. Sounds like it sounds like a bluegrass band, honestly. Like if you play bluegrass, Pluttergub and his shotgun, just use it. I want to hear the songs that you play. I don't care how bad you are at it. That's what I want. And Sean Bud dealing some good damage to that soldier. Not able to kill him yet, but a good push so far. Lots of kills coming down on Blunderful, and this is actually looking really bad for our red team. They may just lose to our invite-stacked roster. Truck seeing something he can sap, but I'm not sure he wants to. He may just go for the high-value pick, going for the med or the heavy. Does take down the heavy, and someone has been killed by Lang. So, oh, a buff banner plus Uber that is going to guarantee force the Uber on the red team. And Tyler actually getting way around past the enemies. He's been spotted, but he will try to cover his path right now. He's going to go for a spawn camp. This is going to be huge. It's going to be hilarious. Do it, Tyler. He's actually got a much wider field of view, so he takes down someone. He's able to do a lot of damage to the heavy, and the heavy's down as well. Basically, anybody who's spawning right now is going to be completely shut down by Tyler until Pluttergub can get the kill. Finally, he does. But yeah, Gorgeous Gamers should be able to, well, I want to say they should be able to take advantage of that and push in, but apparently they are not. And Blunderful's going to try to get back out here to mid. But only 7.5 minutes left to go here, and every minute they don't cap mid is a minute that they are closer to losing. Scout coming in trying to get the kill, but Lansky will eat a rocket in midair from Frank. Satan setting him up for that one. And we are starting to get to that trouble point here. Shade taken down, trying to bomb in after Penguin. And Penguin, I don't think he took any damage, or if he did, he grabbed that health kit right away. But Blunderful, they're in trouble. They need to put together a couple of really good pushes. They've got an Uber now, so this Uber needs to do a lot. They need to cap mid with it. Every Uber pretty much needs to cap something. And Lang's still going for the bleed damage. Now Buick is down, but there has been no Uber pop yet. Oh, and a nice shot by Lang to take down someone. That's going to be a sniper down. And there is the Uber that we needed to see. Frank, though, on the flank. Frank on the flank, taken down. And Blunderful are looking pretty solid here. It's just that they're getting back-capped once again. And Ryu trying to stop this, but he's actually not going to be able to. Taking way too much damage. And this might end up being a domino cap onto last. Blunderful pushing back to try and recapture. They've got someone standing here on last. No, so they will be able to recapture their second point. No problem. But that, once again, just takes the wind out of their sails. They have no momentum right now. They might even lose their med here. No, their med will get away for now. Penguin Ninja taking a lot of damage, though. And meanwhile, so many Blunderful players dying once again. So this is what happens when you get turned around and you have to try and take care of back cap. Sometimes you just can't reset your defense or your hold fast enough. And now it looks like Gorgeous Gamers are going to take this game. They've got the ability to... Oh, Dave taking down someone with a nice little mailbox hit. Didn't think he would actually get away with that after he got the body shot on him. But Blunderful are set up on their last point now. They actually do have the Uber to try and hold on to this. But the problem is, since it's 4-2 and there's only 6 minutes left to go, I mean, just to push to their opponent's last would probably take that full 6 minutes at the rate they have been going so far. I don't think they're gonna win it. Of course, I am pulling for them. Hey, I mean, we've got Frank on my team. Or, not on my team. He's not on my team. I wish I were on their team, but I don't have the time for that. We've got Frank in my city. He's a cool guy. Was that? Oh, no, okay. I thought there was a spy back there. Come on, Tyler. You got to be looking at that stuff. But no, apparently he knew. Penguin Ninja's down, though. Tyler gets taken out, but Satan's down. There's going to be an Uber advantage. No, there's not, apparently, because Buick didn't connect with anybody to heal them. So there will be no Uber advantage, but I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter. Gorgeous Gamers can kind of just sit here and wait for their push. We can pretty much just start trying to watch, whoever's going to get kills again. And Lansky's going to jump in after the Engineer. Can he take him down? He wants to, and there you go. Engineer is down. Lansky actually eats a couple of needles and dies, so that's going to be it's going to be funny for him. And Blunderful only have 4 players left alive. Lang is just like, wait, guys, can't we just push? No, maybe, I guess. Spy's taking a lot of heals from the med right now, and the Sentry kills Lang. Truck getting another nice stab, and we missed it again, so I'm sorry, Truck. I wish we could get more of your moments of glory, but that's okay. You can submit them to XTV, make a frag vid, and then I will have no choice but to recognize your greatness. Looking for any sort of pick he can get, but I don't know. Yep, there you go, taking down someone right away, and he will want to get in on top of that Sentry again, but I mean, there's only 5 people left alive for Blunderful right now. There's no Uber yet for Buick. He wants to get in here, though, anyway, and end this game, because it's been going on for so long, but you know what? I think Gorgeous Gamers kind of have it now. There's only 3:45 left to go, so at this point, we can kind of call it. Of course, do subscribe to my channel if you like competitive TF2 at all. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. Ooh, nice kill by Yusuf Toaster. So Blunderful actually might be able to make this push out here. Oh, Tyler, though, with the sticky trap. And the nice pipe hits. Oh, he tried. He tried. And now Buick, of course, trying to defend himself. But that won't happen. Noko got a nice kill, so... Oh, there's somebody on last, but that is just going to be Truck trying to delay things a little bit. And Blunderful pushing out to their second, immediately losing it again. Possibly. So this scout here, Lansky's doing a lot of damage. He's able to chip away at Satan down to like 19 health, but no, Satan will stay alive if you can consider, the devil himself to be a living thing, I guess. I don't know if you really would. I don't know how that works. Now Blunderful getting kind of stuffed here and put back to their last point once again. So that's pretty much going to be that. 2:45 left to go. This has been a long half. My nose is starting to itch because I've been talking for too long, and that's just what happens around here. I don't know if it's allergies anymore or even what it is, but it happens. But now we've got Gorgeous Gamers. I mean, just waiting until they get there. Is that a crits? Is it a crits? There's actually a crits on defense. Penguin Ninja now using a crits. I don't think they care anymore. They've got a mini Sentry. They've got a crits streak on defense. They know they can't win this game now because of the score and the time left. And in comes a crits Krieg from the Gorgeous Gamers. Penguin Ninja actually deciding to hide from that for a little bit, but does it even matter anymore? I don't know if it does, as the point is now getting capped. Noko just trying to get on the point to stop it, but it is too late. That is going to be it. Finally, the victory does go to our friends in blue, the Gorgeous Gamers. Thanks so much for watching, for sticking around. You guys rock.